Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on Tuesday, June 8th.
A lot of people are going back to work. And we have seen with Stephen Cavazos in the mornings that a lot of people are starting to hit the roads again.
Yeah.
And that means people are going to be getting in cars and going places together.
Do you think you are a safe driver?
Very safe. I use my blinker everywhere I go. I use my high beams when I'm supposed to look at justice. There we go. Here we go with the blinker thing again. I'm a pretty safe driver. Hadn't had a ticket in a long time.
I've been told from other people that I'm a scary driver, but I consider myself an okay driver.
I'm not going to say anything about that.
But apparently, safety is sexy. That's the thing. There's a new survey out that says Americans prefer safer drivers when it comes to their dating life. So, the survey of 2,000 drivers reveals 78% of respondents agree that the way a person drives says a lot about their personality. Also, 3 out of 4 believe the way a person takes care of their car also says a lot about what the driver is really like. So 46% say that they feel that drivers who follow the rules of the road are more trustworthy.
Ooh.
And respondents also view drivers who take care of their car as responsible and more reliable.
So the cleaner your car, the more responsible you are?
Apparently, I'm very unresponsible.
Okay, well, there's a flip side to this. 3 out of 4 characterize drivers who don't wear seatbelts as reckless. 4 in 10, just a little over 4 in 10, call drivers who tend to speed dangerous. 24% consider them impulsive. But here's a good one. 41% of motorists say they prefer driving fast, even if it means breaking the speed limit. And 1 in 3 think that the speed limit is just a suggestion. It's not a law. So that's kind of weird. And 36% have refused to ride with a friend due to their poor driving habits. 71% agreed that they would refuse to be driven by a friend or family member who displayed poor auto care habits. So there you go.
I just feel like this is very aimed at me.
Safety and cleanliness.
My car
is apparently the key.
I need to wash my car.
You need to wash your car?
It's
a lot of people probably do because all that rain we've had. It's like it was a waste.
I know.
A couple weeks ago.
Well, if you're looking for a significant other, you're sexy if you're safe.
Yeah, I think you need to wash your car, but you also need to slow down.
Yeah.
And use your blinker.
Thank you, David.
Blinkers are sexy, I'm telling you. Here's today's 9 at 9.
Investigators in Australia have arrested more than 200 people in what they call a global crime ring. The arrests are in connection to mass drug trafficking, gun distribution, and plots to kill, all linking back to the organized crime in Italy, Asia, and Albania. They say more arrests are to come.
Vice President Kamala Harris has arrived in Mexico, where she'll meet with President Lopez Obrador today in her second leg of a trip aimed at combating the migrant crisis.
Today, the Colonial Pipeline CEO will testify before the Senate Homeland Security Committee about last month's cyber attack. Experts say this began with a compromised password.
The Department of Justice now requiring federal agents to wear body cameras when working with the public. The agencies include the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the Drug Enforcement Administration, the FBI, and the U.S. Marshals.
In Houston, protesters rallied behind a group of nurses who refused to get the COVID-19 vaccine. The nurses at Houston Methodist were required to get the shot before June 7th. They are now suing their employer, citing the right to choose.
Governor Greg Abbott plans to sign a bill that would punish businesses for requiring a proof of COVID-19 vaccine. They can be denied state contracts, could lose their license or operating permits under Senate Bill 968.
According to new research from the CDC, people who get vaccinated are more than 90% protected against the coronavirus, and if infected, have milder cases than those who are not vaccinated.
Today, the Los Angeles Clippers and the Utah Jazz hit the court in Game 1 of their series, and it's Game 2 for the Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers.
Scientists believe the largest dinosaur roamed the Earth in Australia. It's estimated to have been about 21 feet tall and almost 100 feet long. And that's today's 9 at 9. David just came up with a new country song.
My blinker sexy.
Blinker sexy.
So
Justin's a fan.
Justin is a fan of blinkers. Yes.
Those are two things I never thought would go together, but yet here we are.
That's what the whole article is about, is, safe and sexy.
I guess so. There you go. Safe driving.
drivers.
Let's do it. Let's take a look at some of the headlines today. We have some clouds out there. There are a few showers. We'll talk about those here in just a second. But first, thick humidity today means heat index values above 100. We were right there yesterday. That's where we'll be again today. Rest of the week, morning clouds, afternoon sun, pretty quiet weather. This weekend, we could see a few more showers and storms return to the forecast, though, as the pattern changes a little bit. And I mentioned we've got some showers out there right now. There was a complex of showers and storms that developed up around San Angelo, put down an outflow boundary, and that is working through, well, northern parts of Bexar County now. And this is moving into San Antonio. I'll tell you, though, this is really light stuff. This isn't going to do much for us other than you may have to use windshield wipers, a hinge blinker, for just a few minutes as these showers come through. Temperatures, 80 degrees Helotes, 77 Rio Medina, 78 Canyon Lake. We are getting quite a bit of cloud cover from that complex of showers and storms, too. So it's going to stay cloudy for a while. Then we'll get some sun this afternoon. We'll be up around 91. It will feel like 100, though, again this afternoon with all of that humidity in place. We'll talk about some of those changes by the weekend and what that means for our forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Guys.
Outside with TransGuide, traffic's moving. I guess the word today was smooth. Looks like it's moved and smooth right there. So we're in good shape so far.
Some top stories we are following today. San Antonio police have little information as they investigate who shot and killed a man overnight. Around
2 this morning, officers were called to the 5400 block of Grissom Road. That's on the northwest side, not far from Bandera Road. When police arrived, they found a man in his 20s. He'd been shot 2 times, once in the stomach and once in his leg.
He was taken to University Hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Police say the man was sitting in his car when he was shot, but aren't sure where the shots came from.
Castle Hills police believe they may have found the person behind multiple robberies.
Around 1 o'clock this morning, they spotted someone driving more than 100 miles per hour on 1604 near Lock Hill, Selma. They ran the plates and found out the car had been reported stolen. Police say they chased the driver across the city, eventually catching up with them.
Police detained a teenage boy who they say was driving and another female passenger. Police found drugs and weapons, and they say the vehicle matches the description of the one used in the robberies. In your morning headlines, major websites and apps back up after going dark this morning.
The problem appears to be related to an outage at Fastly. It's a cloud service provider. It supports sites like CNN, The Guardian, The New York Times, Twitch, Pinterest, HBO Max, Reddit, Spotify, and others. Fastly says it has identified the problem and fixed the issue.
Now, the outage affected dozens of countries across the Americas, Europe, and Asia, as well as South Africa. This comes amid weeks of concern of cybersecurity.
It's happening all the time, even as we speak. There are thousands of attacks, and this is why the private sector and the public sector have to work together.
On the private side, businesses are being urged to take ransomware crime seriously and beef up corporate cyber defenses. On the public side, President Joe Biden signed an executive order last month requiring new software standards for the federal government, establishing a protocol for agencies and companies to share information with the government after a hack, and creating a new panel to review cybersecurity incidents.
Cybersecurity will also be on the agenda when Biden heads to the UK at the end of this week for the G7 summit, and again next week when he meets with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
California police have finally put a face to the suspects wanted for a road rage shooting that killed a 6-year-old.
Just over 2 weeks since 6-year-old Aiden Leos was killed as he sat in the backseat of his mother's car. They were on their way to kindergarten. Investigators believe they have those responsible in custody. 23-year-old Wynn Lee was allegedly driving the car. Her boyfriend, 24-year-old Marcus Anthony Erez, was in the passenger seat. Allegedly, he's the one that fired the shot that took Aiden Leos' life.
It could have happened to any one of us. We all drive the freeways of Southern California. We've all gotten upset at other motorists. Other motorists have been upset at us. I've thrown some gestures about myself. But it's never come to a situation of violence, and certainly not in my realm or your realm, to the loss of a life.
The reward for information in the case is over $500,000. California Highway Patrol wouldn't discuss when or if they'll distribute that money to any of the tipsters.
The suspects will be arraigned tomorrow morning.
In Baltimore, Maryland, the state's attorney's office is cracking down on hate crimes against Asian Americans.
On Monday, she announced a 22-count indictment against Daryl Doles, including 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder and 9 counts of a hate crime. They also released video evidence that shows Doles attacking the clerks at 2 Korean-owned liquor stores. The video shows him yelling hateful things about, quote, Chinese people.
Very thankful that this could be a stepping stone for a lot of Asian people who are getting that mistreatment, but because of a language barrier and all that, they never really spoke up.
If Doles is convicted, he could face 2 life sentences behind bars plus 65 years.
A 6-car pileup on Highway 50 in California Monday morning could have been a lot worse.
The whole thing caught on camera. Here it is. You see an ambulance suddenly comes to a stop on the highway. Then a white pickup truck slams into that, causing a chain reaction. The budget trailer just ahead rolls over as well, and 3 more cars are also hit.
Oof. That stretch of road is known to have a big construction project going on, but Highway Patrol says speed was a real reason this crash happened.
People have to understand, due to the construction that's going on, the Fix 50 project, speed limit is 55.
5 people were sent to the hospital in this wreck. California Highway Patrol says this is just one of the handful of accidents that have happened in this exact area of the highway.
It is now 9:09 and 81 degrees.
A Texas mom is going viral after she posed as her teenage daughter and spent the whole day in class. Her motive behind the stunt still ahead on GMSA at 9.
And a drag queen beating the odds. The story of how the LGBTQ plus community rallied behind a local performer fighting COVID-19 in the hospital.
Yeah, guys, and we're out here at SeaWorld San Antonio getting ready for a big summer plan for the amusement park. And look who's joining me right now. We got Susie. Susie, she's not camera shy. She's an umbrella cockatoo. We're going to talk about all the conservation efforts taking place here at SeaWorld and all the fun that's headed this summer. Get ready to go, guys. You ready, Susie? Yeah, Susie? Okay, Susie. She's ready to go. We'll be back, guys.
Taking a look at the stock market, it's down again today at 9. Down 53, not much, but still down. We'll be back. School officially out of session. Of course, it has been another rough year for parents and kids alike.
So we all look to kick off the summer. We thought we'd get you started with a week full of events and places to take the kids.
We're calling it KSAT Kids Week right here on GMSA at 9, and we begin with an old faithful SeaWorld.
And that's where we find our RJ Marquez this morning. RJ, there's always something fun and new out at SeaWorld, and you made a friend, Susie, earlier.
Yeah, we're making a lot of friends out here. We have a celebrity guest that's going to be coming up in just a bit. But as you guys mentioned, there is no summer in San Antonio that is ever complete without a few trips to SeaWorld San Antonio. And it's great because, of course, last year, you guys mentioned it earlier, there was, things sort of changed. And now we are back to normal and really excited about this as we get ready for the summer. It's going to be a big summer ahead for SeaWorld. And we're going to be talking about family fun right here. Chuck Carreau is joining with me. Yes, we all know him. The one and only, man, Chuck Carreau. Yeah, we love him here. He's with SeaWorld San Antonio. So talk to us a little bit about what we have going on for families and kids this summer.
Always family-friendly fun at SeaWorld. Believe it or not, we have Sesame Street here. Sesame Street. That's right. Elmo's Bay of Play. And oh my goodness. Speaking of Sesame Street, look at who we have. All your favorite Sesame Street friends. We've got Cookie Monster. I've seen the Count walking around here. We got Big Bird. Abby Cadabby is here. You know, we've got Sesame Street Bay of Play. And every single night, this guy can be found along with your other Sesame Street friends in our Sesame Street Party Parade, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yes. Now, the park is opening in about an hour. You go get ready with the rest of your friends. We got other things to talk about, like animals.
Yeah. Of course, as we all know, SeaWorld is big on conservation, animal conservation. Look who's joining us now. We had Susie earlier. What's this wallaby, right? This is a wallaby. What's her name?
This is a female Bennett's wallaby, and Oh, her name is Nura.
Not GMSA.
Often gets confused for a kangaroo, but a Venice wallaby is a different species, and she's a member of our animal ambassador team here at SeaWorld.
Yeah, so explain what the Animal Ambassador team is.
So our job here is to try to connect people with animals, and we do that by reaching out to the community, taking animals to schools, doing appearances here in the park, and doing fun things like this with you.
Yeah, so what are some interesting things that people might not know about a wallaby?
Well, a lot of people, like I said, think they're a kangaroo, and what's important to know,
I thought it was a kangaroo.
very similar. The most interesting thing about her, I think, is that she has a pouch. So all marsupials are equipped with a pouch. That's where the babies grow up in, and Nura here is comfortable in this pouch because that's where she grew up.
Yeah, Nura here looks really, really comfortable. So will people be able to see these animals throughout the summer out here? We know that we have obviously the sea life. We have a bunch of different things going on here.
So every morning when the park opens, we greet guests with animals, and then we offer an animal ambassador tour every single day.
That is awesome. Okay, guys, yeah. And of course, you could go to SeaWorld San Antonio to get all that information. Go to their website, and maybe you get a chance to meet Nora. Maybe you could get a chance to meet Susie, who we talked to a little bit earlier. Look at these animals. These guys are great. Chuck, anything else you'd like to add about any family fun taking place this summer?
I tell you what, go to SeaWorldSanAntonio.com. You'll learn about all of our animal encounters. You can meet animals on the pathway. You can actually get in the water with a beluga whale, with the stingray. You can go into the penguin habitat. So much fun to do. And we've got more coming up a little bit later, some more animals. Linda and her colleagues brought some more animals for us.
All right. Yeah, guys, definitely have a lot more fun to talk about as we get ready for a big summer months here at SeaWorld San Antonio. David and Sarah, back to you guys.
If Chuck does not get you fired up about summer, then you might as well just skip summer and go right back into fall.
I'm very jealous of you, RJ. I want to go hang out with.
Chuck. Yeah, no. Chuck definitely knows what's up this summer, and yeah, you're excited about this, right, Chuck? Yeah, to get back out, to get people back out here.
It's nice to be back to kind of normal. You don't have to wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated. Come on out here with your family and your friends, fellowship with us. Got a lot of great stuff out here at SeaWorld.
Yeah, guys. All right, guys, back to you guys. We'll check in with you guys here in just a little bit to talk about more things taking place this summer at SeaWorld San Antonio.
Thank you, RJ. Thank you, Chuck. What a fun live shot.
I'm telling you, it's Chuck, it's a wallaby, and it's Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
What else you need? Good way to start the summer.
Cookie.
And you know what? The weather's pretty good, too. That's what's good. I know, who's the trash? Grover.
No,
that's Oscar.
That's Oscar.
Okay, Oscar's the trash can.
Yes.
He's the Grouch.
He's the Grouch. I one time dressed up as Oscar the Grouch for Halloween.
Oh, he's there.
It does look like a lot of fun. Hopefully we can get some good weather for all the folks heading out to the amusement parks this week. I know summer's kind of hit here. We're ready for some decent weather. I'll tell you, though, it is going to be humid. That's the one thing we've been dealing with so far this week. It continues for a couple more days. First, let's start with the satellite and radar. And you can see the cloud cover. And we talked about that dying area of showers and storms. It developed up to the north, then put out an outflow boundary. And that's what moved through San Antonio. We are seeing a little bit of light rain here. We had some rain reported around Bandera as well. It's very, very light, but there is some returns on the radar. We can see it there, and in fact, it's pretty much falling apart at this point. But it looked like around 604 and I-10, and I'm looking at the TransGuide camera, roads are a little wet there. So just a heads up, should be brief. Light mist or drizzle, really, I think is what it amounts to. In the forecast, well, this computer model is a little more robust with some of the showers, but they fall apart by midday, and we're just left with some cloud cover, and then we break out into some sun this afternoon. Very similar to yesterday. I don't think much changes. There's the scene outside. Looks like it's dry there at the airport. Maybe a little bit of light rain coming down. 79 degrees. Northeasterly winds at about 7 miles per hour. And temperatures are already in the 80s in places like Helotes, Port SA, Stinson, 82 right now in Castroville, 73 Bernie Stage, 76 in Bandera, 82 Kennedy, 83 Cotulla, and these dew points. Man, this honestly is about as high as it goes here in South Texas. Just in general, having dew points in the mid to upper 70s, that's extremely thick air, and that's why we're worried about the heat index. Temperatures honestly are not all that bad, but when you get that much humidity, this is what it feels like. 90 in Pleasanton at this hour, 93 in Gonzales, 89 in Kennedy. Heat index here in San Antonio is 83. May go as high as 103 this afternoon. And we'll see heat index values get as high as 109 in Cotulla. So there are some heat advisories posted to the south. It's another one of those days where you got to be careful if you're going to be outside. And really, we keep that trend going. The heat index is going to be right around 100 each and every day. into the weekend. I think humidity falls off a little bit by the end of the week, but the temperature comes up some, so it's just a trade-off. Forecast for today, 91 is your high. It'll take some time for that sun to come out, but this afternoon we should see some of that. Long term, high pressure will be in control through, I'd say, Friday into Saturday. But then by Sunday, this thing moves far enough west to where we get more of a northerly flow, and that opens up the door maybe for some showers and storms. I'd say late Sunday night and then early next week. So we have some time before this happens, but there is more rain in the forecast, and that, I suppose, is good news. We're ready for the rain to end. Now I think we're ready for the heat to end, but it'll go back and forth here. 92 Wednesday, 92 Thursday, 93 Wednesday. Most of the weekend really honestly looks good, but we'll put in some rain chances late Sunday and then again on Monday, guys.
If you're ready for the heat to end, just think February.
Yeah, that's right.
And you'll enjoy it a little longer.
Positive way to think about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming up next on GMSA at 9, my one Texas mom decided to pull a risky stunt. Yeah, she ended up in jail for it.
Now to a story we first brought to you right here in GMSA at 9. A Texas mom spent the day at her daughter's middle school dressed up like a teenager. She said it was to test the school's security. The school flunked. The mom got arrested. And today we are hearing from that mom and getting her reaction to all this with a twist. CNN's Jeannie Mose has the story from El Paso.
This mom went back to school, middle school, disguised as her 13-year-old daughter.
Do I look like a seventh grader? No? Cool. Awesome.
30-year-old Casey Garcia dyed her hair, tanned her skin, put on big glasses and a Marvel Comics hoodie.
I am gonna get so caught. I'm actually really scared now.
The Texas mom says she did it and recorded herself to make a point.
We need better security at our schools.
Once inside, she gave her daughter Julie's school ID number. Garcia says the principal greeted her in the hallway.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, and yourself?
Great.
She even got a compliment.
I like your backpack. Thank you.
And people gave her directions.
I would have never found my way.
In math class, she held up her math notes, and at lunch in the cafeteria, she held the cheesy dish she was eating.
This pizza's disgusting.
But in the very last period of the day,
well, I finally got caught.
A teacher asked her to stay after class.
And she looked at me and she's like, "You're not Julie." I took off my mask, I took off my glasses, and I said, "No, I'm not Julie. I'm Julie's mom."
Why? The teacher asked.
And I said, "For a social experiment."
Within days, the police came to her home to arrest her on charges of criminal trespass and tampering with government records.
Do I need anything? I've never been arrested before in my life.
That same day she was released on bond, the San Elizario School District Superintendent put out a statement to parents acknowledging there was a breach in security. "I want to reassure you that our security measures are being reviewed and evaluated." Garcia's lawyer says she proved any Tom, Dick, or Harry can walk into a public school and spend an entire day going undetected.
I stayed because, look, no one noticed I was there. That is a problem.
Her experience sounds like the title of a school paper you might turn in.
I posed as a seventh grader.
Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
If nothing else, that story is going to get a lot of attention.
Oh, yeah.
And there's going to be some schools checking out their security.
All day. She was there all day.
All day.
Wow.
Kind of scary.
Well, there's a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Jeff Bezos is shooting for the stars, literally. Details on his latest business venture that sent him and some lucky winners to outer space.
And there is nothing quite like love and support when you need it most. Still ahead, how the local LGBTQ+ community rallied behind a drag performer as she battled COVID-19 in the hospital. Welcome back. It's 9:31. The past year shined a light on the struggles of a lot of marginalized communities that they face, including the LGBTQ+ community.
A months-long battle with COVID-19 didn't stop one of San Antonio's drag performers from making a comeback to the stage.
As part of our South Texas Pride series, Ivan Herrera tells us about one queen's journey to recovery.
The life of San Antonio drag queen Elena Marquez was at risk in a matter of days last November after contracting COVID-19.
Well, from one day to the next, my whole life changed. I got up, I said, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna drive myself to the hospital. Once I got out of the shower, I couldn't breathe anymore.
Elena says she had to work as much as she could to make ends meet after the pandemic shut down her barber salon and the venues where she emceed and hosted contests.
I said, I'm going to work every day, wash my hands like I normally do, things I've learned and I was taught, from getting my license as a cosmetologist.
But the precautions weren't enough to keep the virus from spreading. With a worsening condition, Elena had to call an ambulance to save her life.
I heard the paramedic told the driver, floor it. And that only means that I'm hitting a serious point on my health.
Once Elena arrived at the hospital, her outlook was grim. Doctors confirmed her COVID-19 diagnosis and needed to work fast to control the symptoms.
And that's when the doctor came in and told me, we need to intubate you. We need to put you in a coma because you have double COVID pneumonia.
While Elena recovered, she had a support system on the outside, raising money to help with hospital bills and waiting for her to come back and find her spotlight once more.
Up to the last 2 weeks, I finally was able to answer every single person that messaged me, that sent me prayers, that sent me well wishes for me to get better.
The road to recovery wasn't easy for Elena, having to relearn basic life functions. She was finally released from the hospital in early February.
I had to learn had to learn how to brush my teeth again. I had to learn how to walk. I had to learn how to do things that I can say that I took for granted.
Elena says she'll make her comeback as soon as she's feeling better. She says she's grateful to those who have supported her during this difficult time.
They always told me, when you find something you love, stick to it. And I'm happy that this is when I get back to it, will be one of my full-time jobs. So I'm just happy and blessed to be here. And San Antonio, I love you and thank you.
For South Texas Pride, Ivan Herrera, KSAT 12 News.
June is Pride Month, and even though the bigger than Texas parade is still taking place virtually, there are plenty of ways to celebrate safely.
Right now on KSAT.com, we've got a list of events happening this month, like Pride Night at the San Antonio Zoo or Chicken and Pickle, plus do-it-yourself at-home activities to show off your pride, like rainbow bubbles or a DIY disco ball.
And just ahead on our website, check over to the South Texas Pride section to find all the information you need for all the activities. And when you go outside, people want to get outside these days because they've been cooped up way too long.
But it's hot out there. It's humid.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's a lot of sweating taking place.
Take a towel.
That's true.
Dry off.
It's like a sauna, really. I just went outside. We're not seeing any sprinkles here at the station, but man, is it humid. Yes, there is a little bit of rain, though, in spots. Rain, more or less, just some drizzly type stuff that's working through northern part of San Antonio. Part of an outflow boundary that came south from a complex of showers and storms that developed earlier across central Texas. Still some rain out there around LaGrange. Had to turn the reflectivity up just to even see some of that there, but we did have some reports of a little bit of light rain around Bandera and northern parts of San Antonio. That should continue to diminish, and we'll get the sun to pop out a little bit later this afternoon. 81 in New Braunfels, 80 in Helotes, 77 Rio Medina, 79 Hondo. It didn't cool down much at all last night. Here's some good news, though. Molds are down. They're in the moderate category now at 830. That's another big drop from yesterday's numbers. And the forecast for today takes us up to 91. We'll see mostly cloudy skies around 3 o'clock and then partly cloudy 5 o'clock. Southeasterly winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. And that heat index will climb up above or near 100 later today, guys.
Thank you, Justin. Well, it's KSAT Kids Week here on GMSA at 9. Every day we'll be out exploring one of the many places parents can take their kids for some summer fun or learning.
Today, RJ Marquez is at SeaWorld San Antonio. Plenty of things for the kids to do. We just saw the Cookie Monster. We saw a wallaby. We saw Chuck. Chuck got us all fired up. And, the kids don't go without the parents, so what's good for the parents out at SeaWorld, RJ?
Yeah, guys, we have a lot of fun for the parents. We got a big concert series coming up this summer. It's called the Electric Ocean Concert Series. So we'll talk about that here in just a bit and some other fun stuff that parents could take part of. It's not just all for the kids here at SeaWorld San Antonio, but first, our last celebrity guest we have here is Jabari. Check out Jabari. She is an African crested porcupine. Glad I got through that. And Jabari's just kind of hanging out with us this morning. How old is Jabari?
Jabari is 12 years old.
Wow, does not look a day over, definitely does not look a day over one for sure. How long has Jabari been with you guys?
Jabari's been here with us at SeaWorld her whole life. So we had her when she was a very tiny little porcupet. That's a baby porcupine.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and move on here because Jabari looks pretty hungry. I think she's snacking on some breakfast at the moment. So nice to meet you, Jabari. We talked about animal conservation. That, of course, is a big part of SeaWorld San Antonio, and they'll be here all this summer for the kiddos as well. But now it's time to talk a little bit about the parents. Chuck is back with me. Chuck, what do we have going on, man? I'm seeing a lot of interesting concerts here. We got a lot of fun things coming up.
Yeah, we've got SeaWorld's Electric Ocean concert series presented by HEB. I mean, we're doing throwback artists. Check this out, this wall right here. We have Air Supply, we've got Blue Oyster Cult. These are on every Saturday and Sunday. A different artist is coming out here, all different genres. We have Shelly Lares with Tejano music. Matthew West is a famous Christian artist. We have some pop icons like Jesse McCartney. He was a heartthrob back in the 90s. And speaking of 90s, going back to the 90s, you better stop, collaborate, and listen. Yes, that is Vanilla Ice. Yeah. That is here. And all of these concerts, mind you, are free with admission. You come out to SeaWorld on a Saturday or Sunday, you're going to see some of these people. We've got Janessa and the Selena Experience, Newsboys. I'm pretty excited this coming Sunday. En Vogue is going to be here.
There we go. There we go. Taking it back, giving us a little old school R&B there. So real quick, Chuck, we also want to talk about some fun beverages that we're going to have as we have about 40 seconds here.
Yeah, we've got our new adult attraction. It's the Lone Star Lakeside Bar. Fantastic drinks, a brand new place for you to come and chill out with a great drink like that right there. That's called the Texas Blue Bonnet with some Tito's. I can taste it right now. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, isn't it, RJ? Yes, I would hope so. That opens this coming Friday. Come on out, enjoy the rides, the music, the concerts, have yourself a refreshing adult beverage responsibly, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff here for the kids and parents as well. And real quick, Chuck, you guys are still hiring.
We are indeed. Come on out. Go to SeaWorldJobs.com. We are hiring for all positions. We got sign-on bonuses up to like $500. We have retention bonuses up to $1,000 if you stick with us throughout the end of the summer. It's a great place to work. I've been here 32 years and I'm very blessed.
We are so excited to get SeaWorld San Antonio back to normal as we get ready for a big 2021 summer here at SeaWorld. So Sarah, David, back to you guys.
Might be a great place to work if you watch those concerts.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Air Supply, 38 Special, Blue Oyster Cult?
I don't know who these people are, but I'm more excited about like Cookie Monster.
No. See, what you need to do is you need to go on those nights so you can like get some real music.
And education.
Some good stuff.
David says I need to go get educated at SeaWorld.
So you need some music education. You do.
I do.
All y'all young people, go listen to some real good stuff. Time now. It's 9:40. I get fired up when they start playing the 80s and the 70s.
Well, you're an old disc jockey.
Yeah, see?
There you go.
It's, what did I say, 9:40? 80 degrees?
You're watching GMSA at 9. We'll be right back.
Digging in the back. Of course, you probably heard the saying, the sky's the limit. And if you are the richest man in the world, guess that's probably the next adventure, the sky. Jeff Bezos, Amazon CEO, now also the winner of the billionaire space race.
Oh, it must be nice. Bezos announcing he's going to space on his own rocket ship when it lifts off next month with people on board for the very first time. Experts say it's a big deal for the future of space travel.
CNN's Mary Maloney has a close look at how he's making this all happen.
Boldly going where no other billionaire has gone before, outer space.
You see the Earth from space, it changes you. It changes your relationship with this planet, with humanity. It's one Earth. I want to go on this flight because it's a thing I've wanted to do all my life.
On Monday, Jeff Bezos announcing he'll fly to space on the first crewed flight of the New Shepard. That's the rocket ship made by his company, Blue Origin.
It's a little bit breathtaking. This idea that the wealthiest person in the world is going to be a bit of a guinea pig.
The flight is scheduled for July 20th, just 15 days after he's scheduled to resign as CEO at Amazon. Here's what we know about Bezos' adventure. The rocket is about 60 feet tall, and its capsule seats 6 people. It will reach more than 60 miles above Earth. And Bezos says his younger brother, Mark Bezos, will also be joining him on that 11-minute flight.
I really want you to come with me. Would you?
Are you serious?
I am.
Experts say Bezos is passionate about space and is a lifelong fan of science fiction. In 2016, Bezos even made a cameo in the Star Trek Beyond movie as an alien.
Cheers.
Now he's beating 2 other billionaire rocket tycoons on the race to hitch a ride to outer space. Virgin Galactic's Richard Branson, whose own space company plans to conduct flights to suborbital space and compete directly with Bezos' Blue Origin, and SpaceX's Elon Musk, who hasn't announced plans to travel to space.
Putting himself in this position to go first, I think, isn't just a personal adventure for him, but a demonstration that other people should feel comfortable with this.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
Now, you heard in her report that back in May, Blue Origin announced it was preparing to put the first passengers in a New Shepard capsule, though the company has not announced how much the regular ticket is going to cost. Blue Origin says 1 seat will be given to the winner of a month-long auction, and it's currently underway.
So at last check, that bidding had reached $2.8 million.
Well, there went.
Would you go to space?
Shoot, yeah, I'd go.
Really? I was just saying, if it was for a live shot, I'd go. But just for funsies, I don't think so.
Sure, I'd have to do a live shot while I'm up there, but I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd go for like a week or two.
A week?
Hang out on the space station?
Just go up,
no,
see the Earth, and then come right back down.
Come right back. I'm going to let Bezos try it out first and see how it works.
Hey, one day there's going to be a hotel up there, and people are going to go up. They're going to park just like they do at the space station, and they're going to get out. There's going to be nice rooms. You can look at the Earth. You can look at the sun. You can do all that stuff from a hotel.
It's like the Jetsons are coming true.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's all happening.
You know, George didn't know it, but the future was coming.
The future is here, for sure. Radar is showing a couple showers this morning, guys. So we've seen that up across northern parts of Barry County. A few sprinkles around downtown and around the airport. This isn't going to amount to much, if anything. We had an outflow boundary come through, and that's what kicked up some of these showers. But they are falling apart. And really, this is probably just ground clutter at this point. We're not seeing much. There are a few showers around LaGrange, up around Brenham, but we're just not going to get really any significant rain out of this. Our computer model still shows a little bit trying to work through, but it falls apart, and then by noontime, it's all gone. We have clouds around, and then by the afternoon, sun pops out. Very similar to yesterday. Those heat index values are going to be very uncomfortable. Time lapse shows we've had quite a bit of cloud cover, and you can kind of see that boundary come through. There were a few drops, very quick drops there on live cam, but they've since gone away. 79 degrees, cloudy skies, northeasterly winds at about 7 miles per hour, and that's thanks to that outflow boundary. We'll see what that does to dew points. I don't think it's really going to help us much, but the dew point is still way up there at 75. And the cloud cover still there too. We're seeing mostly cloudy skies here around Bear County. Some breaks though up across parts of Kendall County as you get up towards Kerr County as well. 81 Port SA, 81 Randolph, 79 Seguin, 81 up in New Braunfels, and 83 in Kennedy where the sun is out. Same story in Gonzales, 83 Cotulla. Still cloud cover for Uvalde and out towards Del Rio. These dew points are just incredible. I mean, a dew point of 78 in Del Rio, that's just a situation where you almost don't want to walk outside. It's so humid, and these dew points will come down a little bit this afternoon, but not enough, and so that poses a risk when it comes to heat safety with temperatures in the 90s today. 79 right now at the airport, 83 Cotulla, 76 in Uvalde, and then there's a look at the heat index, 91 Kennedy, that's what it feels like, 92 in Gonzales, 93 in Pleasanton, 91 in Cotulla, and the heat index values this afternoon will jump into the triple digits in most spots. Even around Kerrville, it's going to feel like it's close to 100 thanks to that humidity. Here in town, the air temperature around 91, will go partly cloudy this afternoon, southeasterly winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's the big picture. That complex of showers and storms moving into East Texas, Northeast Texas. This looks remarkably similar to yesterday's radar. And as we look at the water vapor, we've got high pressure anchored in the upper levels down to the south and west. And this is what's going to control our weather for the next few days. Now, as we get into Sunday, second half of the weekend, there is going to be more northerly flow in place. And that may kick off a few showers and storms. So there's a 20% chance of rain in the forecast Sunday and Monday. Otherwise, pretty much status quo here. Low 90s, heat index values near 100 each and every day, guys.
What's the temperature when you go to space?
Cold.
Like, it's really cold, right?
Yeah, colder, yeah.
At all times of the year?
What is it when on the sun
Well, it depends on where you are, how close you are to the sun. I mean,
yeah, on the sun side of the moon, it gets.
So coming up next, Justin will have our space forecast for us.
I think we should all just go to space and do the 9 o'clock show from space.
Let's do it.
It'd be awesome.
All right, tonight
Just
50
like
and 80 degrees. We'll be right back.
Good morning.
Hey, guys.
Coming up on Live, Bill Clinton and James Patterson talk about their latest book.
Plus some great everyday home hacks. See you soon.
This year marks the 156th anniversary of Juneteenth, the day enslaved Texans were officially proclaimed free.
As we approach June 19th, KSAT is hosting a virtual town hall to stress the importance and the relevance of the holiday. Trinity University history professor Carrie Lattimore will join Isis Romero and Steve Spriester for the live stream happening tomorrow at 7 p.m. But we want you to join in on the conversation.
Just have to head to KSAT.com, look for this article, and that's where you can submit your questions, comments, and stories. Then tune in to the live stream on KSAT.com or KSAT TV on your streaming device. June is also National Month of Action for COVID-19 vaccines, and there are plenty of opportunities to get yours this week.
That's right. There are several pop-up clinics happening today. The first will begin soon, starting at 10 o'clock this morning. You can visit the First Church of Nazarene at 10715 West Avenue. Another clinic is scheduled at the Collins Garden Library from noon to 8.
Then from 12:30 to 4:30, there will be another pop-up at the West Avenue Apartments. The Martinez Street Women's Center is also hosting their clinic from 4 to 7 this evening at 801 North Olive Street. All of these locations will be giving the Pfizer vaccine.
And you can, for more dates and times for those pop-up clinics near you, just visit KSAT.com.
There's also the clinic at Wonderland of America's Mall, which is open 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. The Alamo Dome is open Wednesday through Friday from noon until 8 p.m.
And temperatures are already on their way up. We'll be around 91 this afternoon. Pretty similar to yesterday. Clouds, lots of humidity next couple of days, and some afternoon sun. Chances of rain do return. It looks like Sunday into Monday.
You know, we did find out something very interesting during the pandemic that they did a survey and found out that people were actually, even in their houses, stuck at home, doing business from home, were more willing to give to their communities.
That's right. And most Americans actually gave back to their communities for the first time during the pandemic. 53% gave back to their community and took action for the first time in their lives.
A lot of people actually got into trying to help the environment. 93% say they have been recycling more since the start of the pandemic.
Wow.
So
How about
something
that?
good came out of it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Some good stuff.
Way to give back.
And we'll be back at noon.
See you at noon.
Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thanks for being with us.